at EuroBasket 2017 as hosts Finland look to make it through to the final phase and book their plane tickets to Istanbul. A win of any kind is all they need, but standing in their way tonight are the two-time EuroBasket champions Greece, a heavyweight side who struggled at the start of their campaign and will be desperate to return to winning ways. We already know two of the teams who are making it through to Istanbul from Group A. Here's how they got on earlier. Slovenia with a crushing win over Iceland, and France just edging out Poland 78-75. So here are the standings. Slovenia and France are already through to Istanbul. We don't know where they'll finish up. That'll be sorted out tomorrow. Two teams can join them. It'll be Poland, Finland or Greece. Two from that three. And today, Finland can book their place in the final phase through victory. So a lot riding on this one. Finland against Greece. And I'm joined by Mark Mills to enjoy the game. Mark, this should be some occasion.
Oh yes, it should. Games do not get much bigger than this one. If Finland can secure the win, they've locked in their qualification for the knockout stage in Istanbul. For Greece, their progression is still going to go down to tomorrow for them. But for both teams, a win will help their ranking anyway in the knockout stages if they do progress. That level of pressure will have its impact on the players, and it will come down to the players which shine and those which wilt in the spotlight tonight.
Well, as ever, a sellout crowd here at the Helsinki Arena as the Finnish team prepare to be introduced. They are one win away from Istanbul, Mark. Do you see them getting the job done tonight?
Well, it's not a sure thing as Greece are a big challenge. Finland, no game has been decided by more than 3 points, and two of them went to overtime. They're definitely riding away with the energy that the Wolfpack inside the Helsinki Arena create. They're so close to a qualification. A trip to Istanbul should be on the cards. However, taking a scalp of another European basketball powerhouse on the way, such as Greece, well, that's going to be an impressive feather in the Finnish cap.
It most certainly would. Two of their games have gone to overtime so far. France on the opening night, and Poland 2 nights ago. The other one against Slovenia was very, very tight as well. So shut yourselves in for what should be quite a game. Well, Greece, they've lost their last 2 games at EuroBasket. What do you feel their chances are of returning to winning ways against Finland here tonight?
It's a tough ask. Greece won't be happy with their overall performance in EuroBasket so far, but they have a real opportunity tonight to make amends. A win tonight will put them back on track for qualification to the knockout rounds in Istanbul, but they'll need all their experience to step up today. So far, their key players haven't been firing on all cylinders at the same time. However, if Greece can play near their potential, they could silence what is a crazy crowd here.
Well, there's a sea of blue and white all around the arena tonight, some representing Greece, the majority Finland. The action will be underway very shortly indeed. But first, it's time for the national anthems. All set for lift-off then. Wolfpack, the Suusa Jengi of Finland. They've been travelling around various EuroBaskets the last few years. Here at their home one, they have made a racket at the Helsinki Arena, day in, day out. And, settled into their seats, ready to witness another classic here in Group A. What a tight group this one is. 4 teams can go through though to the last 16. Here are our officials tonight: Takaki Kato from Japan, Petar Abradovic from Bosnia-Herzegovina, and Martins Kozlovskis from Latvia. Petteri Koponen has happy memories of having faced Greece before their last meeting 4 years ago, EuroBasket 2013. He scored 29 points as Finland beat Greece in the group phase. Faces new and indeed old in this Finnish roster. You've got the likes of Timo Rannikko, came out of international retirement to join the roster at age 36. And then at the other end of the spectrum, number 23, Lauri Markkinen, who's the top scorer for Finland, just 20 years of age. Very, very exciting team, this.
Yeah, absolutely. The Finland squad is quite impressive how they can rotate through as well. You see a lot of rotation from Coach Detman, and a perimeter is something that provides a huge threat. You only have to look at Koivisto, dead-eye shooting from range, shooting 75% so far this tournament.
Same starting 5 as it has been in every game for Finland: Huffley, Saalinkotti and Koponen. Greece have got a lot of firepower. You mentioned earlier, Mark, they haven't all hit their straps at the same time, and if they do tonight, then Finland have plenty to fear.
Oh, they do. They've got so much experience in there, but the one that I want to look at is Papagiannis. 20 years old, had his first start in the last game, and really took the opportunity with both hands.
Here is the starting 5 for Greece: Kostas Sloukas, Nick Kalatis in the backcourt, Papanikolaou, Printesis and Papagiannis can put it in the line.
Yeah, Sloukas and Kalatis will have a big game tonight. They've got to play a considerable role if Greece are going to turn over Finland in Helsinki. Looking at the 2 spotlight players, Mr. Dependable, Printesis, the only Greek player that you pretty much know what you're getting every game. He's leading them in scoring and a real leader on the court. And then for Finland, what can you say about Markkinen? The young guy has top scored in every single Finnish game and is really just a highlight reel in his own right and gets the crowd on the feet every time he gets the ball.
The 2 coaches then looking to mastermind victory: Henrik Detman for Finland, Kostas Issas for Greece. Mentioned before, he used to coach the under-18s, the under-20s, and coached a few of the current squad actually at under-20 level back in 2009 to a gold medal at the European Championships. And they were definitely signs of a Greek improvement in their game against Slovenia 2 days ago.
Yeah, there certainly was, and the next improvement for the Greeks is on the defensive end. Papanikolaou highlighted it, saying they need to step up their intensity on their defensive end. They know that's how they're going to get back into these games and really stake a claim for that flight to Istanbul.
Last words of wisdom from Coach Detman. He played a massive role in their win over Poland 2 nights ago. Yeah,
huge. It's interesting, a lot of the time coaches' work almost goes unnoticed, but one of the final plays was straight out of Detman's special books play. A very, very impressive, astute piece of work to read the Polish offensive play, and off the back of it, Markkinen got the steal and got away for the breakaway dunk. Expect Detman and Coach Missas to play big parts in tonight's game.
Well, good evening, folks. Welcome along to Helsinki, Finland. It's EuroBasket 2017. It is the penultimate night of action in the group phase. And it is Greece against Finland. And Suzuyengi looking for a win to take them through to the final phase. Here is Nick Kalatis for Greece, who won the opening tip. And he feeds it into George Papagiannis. It's come out for Slukas. And the offensive rebound for the Greeks. And Papagiannis puts it up but misses the shot.
Not the start Papagiannis will have wanted. He will have wanted to settle his nerves early.
Didn't score any points in their first two games, although he only had a bit part role, but he impressed, as you said, Mark, against Slovenia in that last game. As Lee feeds Petteri Koponen. Lee putting up the left-hand hook, and there's the first score of the night.
Alon has settled some Finnish nerves. Great little spin move, using his speed advantage against Papagiannis. Lee with a little hook shot.
Slukas had a cracking game against the Slovenians. This partnership with Kalatis in the backcourt is very important for Greece tonight as they look to stop Salin and Koponen. Printezis puts one up and rims out. And it's good work from Sean Huff to keep the ball alive. Koponen into Huff, the captain of Finland. Now Tukakoti. Koponen back into Kotti. He's dangerous at the low post. He goes back outside. Sasu Salin will shoot for three. Just before the buzzer.
That was great defense by Slukas.
The other end, Printezis can't get it to roll. 2 minutes in, and Greece still looking for their first score. Kotti. And now Koponen. Little mid-range jumper. Kotti recycles. Koponen with the shot clock down to 6. Takes aim from distance and drains the three.
Great identification by Koponen. Printezis on him. He doesn't want to be defending Koponen on the perimeter, so Koponen steps back, creates some space, opens up the long-range shot.
That's got the Suzuyengi going inside the Helsinki arena. Printezis. Throws it out to Kostas Papanikolaou. Kalatis shot clock down to 2. Kalatis hits the rim. Koponen. Salin getting up into the lane. Throwing up a floater, didn't work. Huff. That works! It's an 8-0 run to start the game for Finland. And Kostas Misas calls an early timeout.
That is a nightmare start for the Greeks. Great work by the Finnish side, recycling the ball out to the perimeter. And Finland are absolutely deadly from the outside. Big shot by Huff for 3. Coach Misas has got some work to do now, trailing by 8 at the start of the game, being 3 minutes in and not having a score themselves.
Looks to me like Yanis Barousis, the Greek captain who's been left out of the starting 5 the last 2 games, is going to come back in.
Yeah, it makes it slightly more versatile. Barousis can pass out of the post. A little bit higher IQ, a bit more experience than Papagiannis. But interestingly enough, in the press conference, Coach Misas came out and said it's the details that matter. It's the individual plays that are costing them. And he's absolutely right. It's not their overall ethic. It's not what they're trying to achieve. It's that tiniest detail. It's the missed shots by Papagiannis. You're talking millimetres of difference in a shot going down and not. But it's that focus they need to apply on those differences. They need to make sure that they're finishing plays on both ends of the court.
Well, there's a couple of early shots there. Papagiannis and Printezis, pretty simple twos they didn't make. And they'll need their field goal percentage to be pretty strong tonight in order to compete with Finland. We've already drained 2 threes. Papanikolaou driving forward up into the runway and draws the foul. Still haven't opened their account. Papanikolaou get another chance from the free throw line. Finnish support willing it to miss. But he drains it. And it's Greece off and running.
Yeah, an important moment for them. Break that seal and get things going on the offensive end.
Well, we saw France had a poor start earlier against Poland. Took them 5 minutes to score in the game. And they ended up on the winning end, so looking up in its very early days. Gerald Lee here for the Suziyangi. Koponen into Cotti. Long two, good! Tuukka Kotti's first score of the night.
Cotti's very dependable from that range. They'll need to make sure they've got a hand in the face when Cotti gets the ball at that range.
Papanikolaou. Into Yannis Barousis. Got clock down to its dregs here. Printezis has got to use it. And I'm pretty sure he got that shot off a bit late. Didn't seem alert to the shot clock.
Not sure whether it's an intentional ploy by Greece, but their entire team are on one side of the court. Usually you want to space the floor, particularly if you're putting the ball into the post like that. Putting the ball into Barousis, he wants a weak side player to be able to skip the ball out to. That's likely to be open, so congestion on one side of the floor is not going to help Greece out.
9-point lead already for Finland. Here's Cotti. Koponen. Now Sassu Salin. Into the body of Gerald Lee. And he backs it in off the glass. And Finland's start is getting better and better here.
They've got such confidence on the offensive end. You can see how in sync they are as a team, and it's paying off.
We've had 3 nerve-shredding nights here in Helsinki. That's a good pass, and it's put up and in by Papanikolaou. After those nerve-shredding nights, I'm sure Coach Deckman wouldn't mind an easier win if he could mastermind one tonight.
Well, I'd like to say he'd been pulling his hair out, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Salin round the back, puts it up and in from right under the rack. That's classy from Sassu Salin.
That's all starting 5 members of Finland on the scorebook, nice and early. And that's what makes Finland really difficult to guard. You have no idea where their offense is going to be produced from. So how do you overplay? How do you hedge away from players that aren't an offensive threat? All 5 players scoring straight away. And if things couldn't go from bad to worse, in comes Markkanen for Finland.
Well, that's not exactly what you want to see when you're 11 points down in the first quarter. Thanasis Antetokounmpo's come on for Greece. Usually fireworks when he's on the court. He's trying to take on Markkanen, and there's the foul.
That's a strong move by Antetokounmpo, drives the baseline. The issue that Markkanen's got there, he's doing the right thing, footwork, he's moving backwards, he's moving slightly laterally there, he's been caught with, but it's also that left arm staying down that's causing contact as well, which the referees are easily going to see.
So a deliberate ploy by Kostas Mitsas, saw Markkanen coming on the court.
I think so, he wants to match the athleticism. He wants to match the wingspan and the athleticism with Antetokounmpo. That said, Coach Mitsas has made it very clear that he sees Antetokounmpo as a defensive specialist. So it'll be interesting to see on the other end of the floor the battle between Markkanen and Antetokounmpo.
Not the best entrance to the game for Antetokounmpo. He did draw the foul, but he's missed both free throws. Koponen into Timo Rannikko for the first time tonight. And now Markkanen. Nice combo play with Koponen, who puts up a jumper 2, and Finland's lead is up to 13. Here's Slukas out to Antetokounmpo for 3. Good!
We said he was an impact player. 2 offences, he's drawn a foul and shot a 3.
Rannikko. Now Koponen, evading Kalates, puts up a pass in the direction of a teammate, but it's been stolen. Antetokounmpo again in the action. Slukas. Offensive foul, Antetokounmpo on Rannikko. It's one of the areas that he needs to work on, is the number of fouls he gives away.
Yeah, he's fouled out pretty much every game he's been in, bar the last one because he didn't play as many minutes. It's just over-enthusiasm plays like that. He's trying to establish contact in the low post. He's doing it too aggressively against a player that's undersized compared to him. The officials are going to call that every single time. And a player experienced as Raniko, he's going to make sure the officials call it every single time.
Possession swap hands. Newton on for Finland. He's found Raniko with the pass. Raniko's found Gerald Lee under the rack, and that's a good bit of defense from Antetokounmpo and Papanikolaou. First block of the night for Antetokounmpo. Koponen doesn't like the call here.
No, he's called an unsportsmanlike foul. Understandable, because you watch this situation, he's not going for the ball at all. He's made it look cynical, that's the trouble. You know, it would have taken a little bit more effort for him to make it look like he was going for the ball. So a couple of good plays for Greece. Help them on their way.
So we're looking at the stats for this game, and we saw both Greece and Finland commit more fouls than most teams at EuroBasket 27. They're both in the top 3 for the number of fouls committed.
Yeah, they certainly are. And you look at Finland as well, a lot of theirs are like Koponen's just then. They're very tactical fouls to slow the momentum of a game, to stop a transition offense. An awful lot of them are quite smart fouls from Finland's side of things. From Greece, there's been some ill discipline in the opening few games that's cost them.
It could mean that free throws are an important factor tonight, and Greece haven't started as they would have liked. 2 out of 6 from the charity strike. Here goes Slukas, and this back shot comes back off the iron, but Slukas has won the ball back off Markkanen. Calls the play. Bounce pass into Yannis Barousis, who's stuck in traffic. And Markkanen gets to the ball. Good pass, Newton left open for 3. Down to Raniko. Gets it back from Koponen. Papanikolaou watching him closely. Lee with a jump shot too. Markkanen with the offensive rebound. And that's the foul given to him. Barousis the offender, I think.
Such a difficult matchup for anyone in the Greek roster. Markkanen with such a wingspan. In places like that where it's a near rebound, his wingspan alone is going to enable him to grab an awful lot of rebounds over the top of players without fouling them.
Eric Murphy's into the game now for Finland. First free throw of the night for Finland, and Markkanen makes no mistake. And the lead back into double digits here for the Susiengi. Vangelis Mansaris. Greece with that slow start to this tournament, look to be picking up the pace against Slovenia, but a poor start in this game has left them behind the 8 ball. Trip to the line coming here though for Barousis.
Yeah, Barousis has been quite frustrated throughout the tournament. Had a tough opening game, and had limited minutes, not really found the form. And the expectation prior to the tournament was him taking a very senior leadership role on the court for Greece. Obviously with the retirement of the likes of Spanoulis, it was seen as time for Barousis to step up.
Well, he missed 5 free throws here, Greece. Finland's lead could be cut in half if they'd made them all. Murphy. Raniko, clever, finds Murphy. One pass too many there, and Markkanen couldn't gather. Antetokounmpo with the fast break for Greece. Foul caught on Raniko.
Interesting to see the replay. Antetokounmpo out in the break. Yeah, just. Raniko still moving sideways slightly. Almost got there to make the stand, but yeah, that's a good call by the officials.
His first three free throws all missed, Antetokounmpo.
And I think this is what Coach Misas was talking about, that although he's an absolute phenom on the defensive end as a stopper, he sometimes becomes a slight liability in the offensive end.
Does manage to drain the second. Raniko. Sassu Sali dancing into the lane and puts it up and in off the glass.
Beautiful little hesitation on that. Manzarek didn't catch him up. Just a little scoop shot off the backboard.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Raucous atmosphere in here again. Drawing a lot of fouls at the moment. Thanasis Antetokounmpo. 3 since he's come on. He's only been on 3 minutes.
He's definitely going to cause Finland problems. It's just whether that can be converted into points is the key. There isn't a logical matchup for Finland to place on Antetokounmpo.
Is the score on, 1-1.
Increased pressure now from Greece on the ball at every point of the court, trying to slow them down a little bit, reduce the shot clock they've got to play with when they get into the Greek half.
This is Raniko. Salin into Matti Nuutinen, and now Murphy for 3. Just left it shy. Papas has it in the front court for the Greeks. Out to Manzarek, wide open 3, drains it.
The finish will have to be careful. Raniko there talking to Murphy about rotating. They don't want the Greek backcourt to start warming up from outside.
Lowry marking. Up to Murphy. Low post. Nuutinen left open this time. He's unable to make use of it. And now there's 3 against 2. And Manzarek misses the shot. Antetokounmpo manages to gather the rebounds. And Papanikolaou now will reset the move. Papas, shot clock into single digits. Papas for 3. Raniko. Salin from way downtown. Drains it! Double-digit lead again for Finland. And it's Sassu Salin.
Beautiful play by Salin. Papanikolaou chased it out, but not hard enough. Salin's able to get the shot off, and he's deadly, shooting from the wings.
The game-high scorer now, Sassu Salin on 7. Last couple of seconds of the quarter. And foul by Murphy on Printezis.
Silly foul by Murphy. He's going to send him to the line now. Crowd aren't too happy about that one.
They are not. Printezis has a 100% record at EuroBasket from the line. His teammates have struggled today. Just 42% from the free throw line.
It shows the performance of Finland, though. That's Printezis' first point of the game. They've obviously identified him as an offensive threat, and if they can stop Printezis, maybe they can stop Greece as a whole.
Finally, Printezis misses a free throw from range. Oh, nearly. Goodness me, that would have been something. So, Finland with a very impressive first quarter. It's Greece 14, Finland 23. the key stats from that first quarter of action. Greeks have had a lot of free throws, but haven't taken full advantage of it.
I think you have to look at that straight away. 8 missed free throws, that would pretty much be a tied game. If they were able to convert those, they have to do better. There's no two ways about that. But that said, Finland had a great start to the game, and Greece have slowly but surely built some momentum throughout this first quarter. Finland will be happy, you know, being in the break, the first quarter break with a 9-point lead. But Greece aren't out of sight, and there's enough talent on the Greek roster to score and score in a hurry.
12,000 or so inside the Helsinki arena tonight, desperate to urge the Susiengi, the Wolfpack, on to victory. And a place in the last 16 at EuroBasket 2017, the target, at least for now, but they might have their sights set further afield on a quarter-final day.
Yeah, I think so. That's ultimately where Finland want to end up. I think an okay tournament for them would be further than they've ever been before. And who knows, a semi-final berth or further. The way Finland play in patches could challenge most teams at EuroBasket.
There are no easy games in EuroBasket, especially here in Group A. Oh, it is so tight. Lindbom has come on for Finland. Here is Sassu Salin, the shot clock down to its dregs. Antetokounmpo helped out defensively. Greece will come in transition through Papanikolaou, and he puts it up and in off the glass, and that's the perfect start to the second quarter for Greece.
Yeah, that's an important part of the Greeks' game at the moment. They're averaging 15 points per game on the fast break compared to just 4 for Finland. So they want to get out in the open floor and get some easy scores.
Koponen for 3. Markkanen with a hustle under the rack, and he puts it up and in and one.
And Antetokounmpo worked as hard as he possibly could to make that a tough shot for Markkanen. Markkanen boxes out well to start with, and then it's straightforward aggression to the basket. Antetokounmpo does great defensive work until that final phase. Just putting his arm forward in the final phase of that defense is where he's caused the foul.
Markkanen looks pumped up, and Antetokounmpo finds himself in a bit of early foul trouble, which isn't any great surprise. 2 fouls in 6 minutes. Mantzaris. For Nikos Papas. Looks around it, manages to release Printezis. Papanikolaou shifted over Mantzaris, and now Papas will come to the lane and misses the shot.
That is much better ball movement by the Greeks, though. They spaced the floors, they moved the ball, and that forced Finland to have to react and change. They need to continue along that path.
First time we've seen that kind of speed. Here's Markkanen from downtown. Hits the iron. Huff recaptures possession. Finland will go on the offense once more through Koponen. Long 2. Knocks it down.
Yeah, once again, Koponen identifies Aglavanis is not going to have the foot speed to match him. So takes the young man to school a little bit, creating the space for the shot.
Mantzaris. Aglavanis to Papas. Printezis kind of bursting inside, and with a lovely left-hand hook, reduces the arrears to 9. If he gets going, that will mean trouble for Finland. It's the player they perhaps want to keep quiet more than anyone else. Markkanen. Salin tries to escape attention of Papanikolaou. But there's a foul in there. Number 16, first of the night.
Yeah, it's an interesting battle between Sassu Salin and Papanikolaou. Both of them smiles on their faces every time they're going up and down the court. It's great to see players when they just take on that individual one-on-one battle and they both respect each other and just enjoy the on-court action.
Yannis Papapetrou has come in. Here is Koponen to Markkanen around the back of Mantzaris. Oh, and he throws it down with a rim-rocking dunk.
Huge play by Markkanen. I don't think anyone in the crowd was expecting him to be able to elevate on that. Gets the first step on Petru and just puts the hammer down with both hands. Gets the crowd on his feet. And you see the response from the fans in the stands. They love those highlight plays from Markkanen.
He just exploded. And to add the extra here. Seven points and 4 rebounds is a good return so early in the game. Good pass that is round the back to Papas, who puts it up and in.
Salin fell asleep on his defensive assignment then.
Here's Koponen. Huff. Salin to Markkanen in the lane. There's the bank here, and he's drawn yet another foul here, Markkanen. He's causing all sorts of problems.
Yeah, they're executing the pick and roll offense very well, and causing Greece matchup difficulties, because ultimately you don't want everyone on the Greek team having to mark Markkanen. Guarding a guy of that ability, that size, that wingspan is really, really tough, and they want to dedicate a specific player to that task.
He's already drawn 4 fouls in the 7 minutes he's been on.
The Greeks have spread their fouls out across the team though, changing up the defensive assignments.
Just the one, the free throw this time for Lauri Markkanen. Here's Kalatis. Into Printezis. Papas, shot clock down to 4. Outside, Petru for 3. No, not this time. Here's Salin. Koponen, single digits on the shot clock. Where are his options here? He might go on his own from the elbow.
Yeah, tough decision there by Koponen. Going all on his own.
Kalatis, meanwhile, just going in and then drawing Koponen out. Printezis looking to turn. He was up against Koponen. That's the matchup Greece won.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, returning the favour on the pick and roll set on the offensive end. Interesting to see as well. I'm not sure if they're doing it intentionally or not, but they're targeting Markkanen.
Salin tries to float one in. Pushed away by Agravanis, but Lindholm picks up the pieces of Finland. Huff now, into Koponen. Koponen driving into the lane, tries to go back outside, loses possession. Kalatis to the front court, all round the back pass to Papas. Rather breaks down a little bit, but Agravanis still takes up the ball. Papas to Petru. Greece to steady the ship. Printezis. Fouled by Salin.
Yeah, the mismatch once again for Printezis. Greece are doing well to isolate mismatches.
Got a timeout here. Been called by Henrik Detman of Finland.
Samalla tavalla milloin aloitettiin Timantti ja sitten sieltä Junnolle pallon sisään. Mieluummin niin, että aloittaa katsomaan laittaa.
The game's in the balance at the moment though, with 5:15 to play in the second quarter. Just a 9-point lead. In what's been a stuttering start for Greece, Coach Detman will know that Greece have the ability to get on a run, and he'll be conscious of that fact. The Finnish side will want to enter the half-time locker room with a strong lead in their back pockets, give them some comfort entering the second half.
The Greeks have improved since the end of the first quarter. Level pegged in the second at the moment. His Printez is trying to make his way up the baseline. He had 2 assignments on him. Papas for 3. Good! And for all of Greece's struggles early on here, they are doing pretty all right, especially given the number of free throws they missed. This could have been a very tight game.
They're starting to structure their offense far more appropriately for the situation they're in and the team they're playing against. Get the ball in the low post and then quickly rotate it.
This is effort from range has been downgraded to a 2. Here's Copeland for 3, knocks it down and 1.
That's a huge veteran play by Copeland. Agravanis was all over him. Still had the form as Lindbom passes it out to him. Takes a dribble, steps back on the crossover. Agravanis trying to recover, fouls Copeland. Only the slightest of fouls on the end of the extension of his arm, but Copeland hits the 3 and goes to the line.
Chance of a 4-point play then for Petteri Copeland, who's got into double digits. And he does add the extra. Galatis to Printezis. And now Nikos Papas. Clever behind the back pass by Kalatis, and that's the qualities he possesses in abundance.
Beautiful vision by Kalatis. Again in the post, wait for the double team from Finland. Finland are double teaming anything in the post.
Here's Rannico all the way. All out of bounds, I think. Oh, he's going to be checked.
Just waiting to see what the calls are. I think it's a final warning to the Finnish team for complaining to the referees. Just saying any more complaining and we'll call a technical foul. I don't think Rannico was too happy with the attention he was receiving from Papas.
Here is Rannico. He's going to think about the 3-point shot. Kalatis. Now Papas swinging onto the runway, back out, and that's drained over in the far side by Papapetru. High fives all round. Greece are back to within 6.
Yeah, they're starting to grow in confidence on the offensive end after a very slow start. They're starting to get their structure and their rhythm. That sends warning signs out to Finnish fans.
Lindbom for 3. Go! Lindbom's first points of EuroBasket 2017.
This is his first appearance in EuroBasket 2017, and what a 6 minutes he's had. 3 points, 3 rebounds.
Huge effect for him. It's Printezis into Yanis Borousis. Shot clock is ticking away, and he gets the foul.
Big physical battle between Lee and Borousis. Real old school post play, both big guys fighting for position.
Seems as if Finland are playing off a 10-man rotation today. We saw there were injuries a couple of days ago for Jamal Wilson and Mikko Koivisto. We weren't sure what part they played today. At the moment, they've been rooted to the bench.
Yeah, I think unless it's necessary, that's where they'll stay.
So far so good without them. Here's Borousis. Back out to Kalatis for 3. Now Huff. Rannico. Huff's his option. Huff for 3. Oh, knocks down another 3. It's raining 3s for Finland. They've got a timeout. Called by Greece.
Yeah, great ball movement, gets him open, uses the screen by Lee, slightest of space, gets the 3 off and drains the 3. String music from Huff, and the gap opens out again for Finland. Coach Missas taking his time before he goes into the huddle. Usually an intentional ploy by a coach for the players to have to sort themselves out a little bit, reset their own minds before he gives his contribution to them.
Big performance again from Petteri Koponen so far. 29 points last time he faced Greece in the EuroBasket game. He's got 11 points and 3 assists already. His opposite number, Nick Kalatis, he's got 4 assists, but he's yet to score any points. Yeah,
Koponen has really grown into this tournament as well. Had good games to start with, but he's had great games. The last game and this game so far.
Very influential member of the roster. Here is Kalatis, not just during the tournament, but before it. Apparently his wedding helped Timo Rannikko come out of international retirement. That was nicely put up and in by Kalatis for his first points of the night. Rannikko's bounce pass into Carl Lindbold. Salih to lead. Rannikko into Huff for 3 with a shot clock down to 2.
Bit of confusion on the Finnish offense then. They didn't really know what set they were running, and that showed by the final opportunity they had to take the shot. Wasn't a good look.
Printezis. Greece looking to cut the deficit in the last 1 minute 40. It's put up and in by Printezis, but a little late.
Yeah, interestingly, Finland seem to have walked away from double teaming everything in the post. And if there's a man you do want to double team in the post, it's the beast that is Printezis. Just pure strength as he pushes his way to the basket. Lindbom goes to the bench. He was no match for him in the post.
Cheers from the crowd. You know who's come on. It's Lauri Markkanen. Here's Kalatis. Taking on Salih. Printezis. Matched up against Markkanen. That'll be fascinating. Pass into Barusis. And there's the shot clock violation, and Finland's defence has done them proud.
Yeah, Greece just too slow to get in the rhythm and find that open shot. They're doing the right things though. Interestingly enough, Printezis is staying out on the perimeter, meaning that Markkanen can't be a rim protector. He can't be going after the defensive boards because he's got to match up with Printezis, because Printezis can shoot the 3.
We saw a lot of Georgia's Papagiannis in the last game for Greece. He's only played 3 minutes so far today.
Yeah, I think it's more to do with the fact that the Finnish 5 is a lot more mobile, and Papagiannis probably less mobile than Barusis.
Koponen, long 2. Good! How do you stop Petteri Koponen in this form?
That form is fire. It's very, very difficult to do anything about it. I'd be interested to see if Greece tried to stop him getting the ball in the first place, deny him the possession.
Papas. Keeps it into Barusis. Shot clock down to 4. Papas fouled. This is the shot. He's disappointed with himself there.
Yeah, it's a good move by Papas, but even more so, again, Printezis, he fades out to the perimeter. Markkanen can't come in and help on the defensive side of things. Smart move by Printezis.
Second foul called on Gerald Lee. A couple more changes here. Agravanis and Antetokounmpo come in.
That's an important foul on Lee. So that puts Lee and Gotti on 2 fouls apiece. 2 pivotal players in the front court for Finland. They won't want them in foul trouble, and they don't want to see limited minutes. Greece could exploit that.
Pampas makes the first free throw as Finland look to heal. Sorry, Greece look to heal their statistic in that regard. And it's 2 from 2 from Pampas. 10-point game. 38 seconds left of the half. Copeland. Lindbom stepped out to the plate in his first action in EuroBasket 2017. Shot clock into its dying embers. Oh, what a putback that is! And it's that man Lindbom again.
You almost feel like Markkanen looked at him and said, no, that's what I do. Don't come in and steal the show off me. Great move by Lindbom over the top. Beautiful timing and flushes it with the 2 hands. That's a play he will remember for many years to come. First ever EuroBasket action. Huge putback dunk.
Time that jump to perfection. Greece with the final play of the half there. Papas gets into the lane. Misses the shot, and there's still time. No, there's not. Thought he was going to get the shot away, but it's a fantastic first half for Finland, who are 1 win away from booking their tickets to Istanbul. They're 12 clear of Greece at the midway stage. Greece 33, Finland 45.
Yeah, looking at those statistics, they tell you a lot. The interesting one, though, is Greece are getting to the line 16 times. Only 50%, though. But Finland aren't getting to the line. That could be where the change happens in the second half. But looking at the rebounding battle, 8 offensive rebounds for Finland. And putback dunks like Lindbom's there in the closing stages of the half really sum things up. Both teams will be happy on the turnover situation, though they're protecting the ball reasonably well. But the happier the coaches will be Coach Detman. He feels that his team in the ascendancy and he's getting contribution across the court from his guys. Whereas Greece, they need something to change in the second half if they're to come away with the win.
Yeah, no one standout performer for Greece, really, and maybe that's part of the problem. Finland, Kopanen's doing the business, 13 points for him. Markkanen, as ever, 8 points and 4 rebounds to go with it. And Lindbom, the perhaps surprise story of that first half. He used a lot more in the absence of Koivisto and Wilson. And he's got 5 points and 5 boards to go with it as well. And at half-time, it is Finland that are well set. Half-time score, Greece 33, Finland 45. Join us in a few minutes for the second half of action, and we'll see whether another Finland game goes down to the wire. Four years ago, Finland beat Greece at EuroBasket thanks to that man. Petteri Koponen scored 29 points. He's up to his old antics again today. 13 points and 3 assists as well. He's leading assists in the whole competition at EuroBasket 2017. And Finland are well set at the moment to beat Greece, having a 12-point lead at the halfway stage, which is thoroughly deserved, Mark.
Yes, it certainly is. Finland have had a great first half. One of the big stats that you have to look at is the offensive rebounding side of things. Though Finland, 8 offensive rebounds and 14 second chance points. The simplest way to put the difference is Finland have had 35 field goal attempts to Greece's 24. Now, if you offer someone 50% more chances to score the ball, they're likely to have more points than you. Pretty much basic maths will tell you that. So Greece have to work hard on that. They're going to have to either, 1, protect their own board, and 2, get after the offensive rebounds. Now, it'd be interesting to see how they do that. That's the next stage in the plan. Obviously, you have athleticism like Antetokounmpo, either greater size than Papagiannis, so being able to defend the defensive boards. But will Coach Misas do that? Will he look to change the situation on the rebounding side of things? The other area Greece need to look at is their free-throw shooting. They got to the line in impressive 16 times, but they only scored 8 points. They need to make sure when they're getting to the line, it's in the hands of the players that are high percentage shooters. You know, Antetokounmpo's been back several times. He's not a high percentage shooter, so they don't want to run the offense through him if what they're looking to achieve through the offense is drawing fouls.
Very, very interesting. It's interesting as well that Kostas has started Georgios Papagiannis, but he's only played 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting change, almost an in-game change from Coach Misas. He obviously had Papagiannis as a big piece of the puzzle for him in this game, but it's obviously changed in-game for him, and Barousis now seems to be more important. There's a clear difference between Barousis and Papagiannis. Papagiannis is a much more old-school style centre, back to the basket, grind his way to the basket, get the baby hooks, whereas Barousis is a slightly more versatile big man who will pass out of the post, who will, you know, look to spread the floor a little bit, maybe a slightly higher basketball IQ. But so far, neither option's really worked.
Just looking at the rebounds as well, you know, that's one of the areas that Greece have been struggling on. Barousis hasn't got a single rebound since he's been on. It's perhaps an area that Papagiannis can help out.
He absolutely could, but you look at both of them, don't get me wrong, they both have reasonably limited minutes. Barousis, 8 minutes, Papagiannis, 3 minutes. But between the two of them, they've got 1 point and no other stat line. That's not acceptable for a big man in a Greek side, particularly when you're losing the battle of the boards.
Well, we're off and running in the second half here, and Greece with work to do here. You can't count them out. They're still a very talented side. They've shown that on a number of occasions before. And they were very good against Slovenia, I thought, for large parts. Here's Papanikolaou right at the start of the third quarter, right under the basket in an awkward angle to get there. Salin shows his commitment to the cause and dives on the loose ball.
See, it's those small details again. The pass to Papanikolaou was way too low. It was a shoelace pass. And he doesn't need that pass. He needs to receive the ball a lot higher up so he can just explode straight up to the basket. Some familiar faces in the crowd.
Slovenian team watching on. They've got their last game tomorrow against France, and for them, well, it's quite a good position for them to be in. That's simply a battle for top sport for both those teams. And Finland could be in the equation as well. They could finish in the top 2 potentially. You have to win this game first of all. Here's Gerald Lee. That's just the start Finland wanted to the third quarter, and it gets the applause from Coach Denman. Here's Kalatis, driving all the way up to the rack himself. Can't get it to go. Well, if Greece do lose this game, it means we've got a straight shootout tomorrow between them and Poland for the fourth spot in this group.
Yeah, silly foul from Papa Nicolau. Miles away from his own basket. Wasn't going to get hold of the ball.
Here is Lee. Foul's called on Varousis.
And you just watch the replay, it's an absolutely farcical foul by Varousis. I'm not too sure what he's doing, but it looks like a big brother and a little brother having a fight over the ball, and Lee's holding him at arm's length. Greece have to keep their discipline.
Markkanen, long two. Rims out on this occasion. Kalacic driving forward, getting the foul from Koponen. That's Koponen up to 3 personal fouls, so he'll be a little concerned. Prof Detman's concerned enough to withdraw him from the action just yet. It's Slukas, and he nails the three. Actually, a pretty decent three-point range, Greece, averaging 50% in the game from the perimeter. Good way of clawing back some of the deficit. Here is Koponen. Koponen goes for it from range and drains it.
Big shot by Koponen once again. Takes the team on his back, takes himself up to 16 points, 3 assists.
Koponen, here they go in transition. And one pass too many. Got the foul anyway.
You can feel the patience of Greece is starting to come to an end. They're starting to lose their discipline now. And Finland are absolutely going to put the squeeze on. Oh, beautiful play by Huff. Taking a captain's role on, takes himself up to 8 points, 4 rebounds. And the crowd get behind Finland once more.
Here is Papa Petru. And now Varousis to Kalacic round the back, that's nice. And Printezis, usually so reliable in that position, doesn't make the shot this time. Koponen. Huff for 3, just short. Markkanen swallows up the rebound. Finland look determined to surge ahead here and try and eliminate any sense of doubt going into the fourth quarter.
I'm not surprised they're making this change here either. Koponen goes towards the basket and Varousis, again with a very strange foul. Coach Misas takes him out of the game and Papagiannis will come in.
It's taken a long time for Papagiannis to come back in, but he'll have to wait a second because we've got a Greek timeout.
Yeah, it's at this critical stage now. It's a sensible move by Coach Misas. He needs to get his troops together. He needs to reset them, and, and explain to them. There's 17.5 minutes to play. The game isn't over. It's a 16-point ball game. That can be turned around in 2-3 minutes. They need to just concentrate on every play. Forget the previous play. Just concentrate on the next 24 seconds. We've seen the ill discipline within Greece cost them a game already. For their sake, let's hope it doesn't do so again.
No change when it comes to the dominance of the boards. And that's interesting as well. Well, Koponen looks set to steal the headlines tonight. 16 points. He seems to have a knack for playing Greece. 4 assists to go with it as well.
It's a very bold statement when you've got Larry Markkanen in the team. He has a habit of turning up very late on, hitting some big threes and getting some huge highlight plays. But if that's all Coach Detman has to worry about, whether it's Koponen or Markkanen that grabs the headlines, I'm sure he'll be a happy coach.
Speaking of Markkanen, there's his father, Pekka, in the crowd. He used to be a pro basketball player himself. Very proud dad watching his son tonight. Copenhagen moves further ahead in the stakes. Papagiannis to Printezis. Kalatis or Papagiannis just back in. Maybe frustrated by the amount of time he's been spending on the bench. It's an unnecessary foul.
Yeah, I don't understand their use of Papagiannis here. They're keeping him on the perimeter. That's not where he's going to make an impact. Yeah, he's a big body that can set screens. Get him in the low post. Make him work hard. Make him lean on Markkanen, lean on Lee. Make them tired on the defensive end so they don't have the energy to be so explosive on the offensive end. And ultimately, he might scoop up a few offensive rebounds and start them on the road for some second chance points.
Markkanen into Copenhagen, hub for three, the captain. Rims out, but Salin of all people climbing high to rescue the rebound.
26-14 rebound battle in favour of Finland now.
How many offensive? Must be double digits. Here's Markkanen! Throws it down one-handed.
That's a huge play. Such power in the play. Copenhagen finds a wide over Markkanen. And he just hammers it down.
Down the other end, Slukas puts it up and in for two, rather more smoothly. Copenhagen holds off the challenge for three. Not everything he touches turns to gold, but just most. Here is Papa Petru. Kostas Slukas. Oh, what a turn that is from Slukas. Beautiful work on the runway.
Great footwork. Slukas enables on the spin, puts Huff on his backside.
Huff. Gerald Lee. This is a battle between Slukas and Salin there. Here's Copenhagen, step back two, good! $20 points and counting for Copenhagen.
Another huge night for the veteran point guard, using all his experience.
Slukas and Printezis. Can't finish it, but does get the foul.
Mr. Dependable Printezis just keeps battling away. Doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter what his teammates are up to. He just keeps putting a shift in.
He's drawn 5 fouls now, Georgios Printezis.
But it's moves like that that have put Markkanen as one of the showstoppers in EuroBasket 2017. We watched him in the preparation day before the tournament even started. We had the discussion ourselves. He plays the game like you did when you were young. He just plays with just pure passion and love for the sport. He's just enjoying being on the court. And that's a beautiful thing to see, any basketball player, just to actually enjoy every second he gets to be on the court.
Yeah, he's just out there having a lot of fun. He was asked in his press conference after the first game about how he felt about the busy schedule, and he just said, I love playing basketball. Give me some more games.
Pretty much. Let's see how he's going after an 82 regular season in the NBA with the Bulls this year. See if the passion's still there. Let's hope so.
So, on comes Antetokounmpo. Printezis has played a large majority of this game, so this needs a bit of a rest. And it's always good fun with Antetokounmpo. Let's see what happens. Copenhagen to the front court. He's given Kalatis and Mansaris a rough time so far. He finds himself matched with Akrafanis. Copenhagen. Shot clock down to 4, long two, knocks it down.
He's just in that kind of form. Copenhagen is hitting the zone and he's trying to pump the crowd up as well, who really don't need any help in getting any louder. But it's scary when a player like Copenhagen gets that way.
Akrafanis, block job. Encouraging already raucous crowd. 3 fouls for Eric Murphy, we seem to be a little bit careful. He and Gerald Lee in similar trouble. Slukas. Let's pass Pass into Agravanis, back outside. Petru. His shot clock's down to 1. He's got to use it. He got rid of it in time, and he makes the three-point shot look so simple.
Scruffy play from Greece, but they get out of jail off a great shot by Slukas in the corner.
Slukas in the double digits, first Greek player to do that today.
If Greece want to win this game, they've got to get out of this slump and get out of it soon.
Koponen. I don't know if you want to do that a little quicker. Raniko. Shot clock down to 5. Raniko goes for it. Shoots a little short.
Yeah, Agravanis has fouled him. That'll send him to the line for 3 shots.
Much like before Agravanis, but sure we're close to the action. Off goes Koponen, on comes Salin.
Agravanis has had some tough assignments since he's come on. He's had to switch up onto Koponen and Raniko. That's not what Agravanis wants to be. He wants to be battling in the low post, maybe chasing out a short-range jumper.
Oh, they've struggled, haven't they, with the big men today, Greece. Raniko makes both free throws count. Manzaris. Now Slukas. Watch very closely. Antetokounmpo, shot clock down to single digits, gets up to the rack, puts it up and in off the glass.
Good job by Antetokounmpo. Got Markkanen on the back foot. In respect to Markkanen, though, good footwork to even retreat back into a position where he can provide any form of defence. Dan Antetokounmpo gets a score for Greece.
Huff wide open, 3, short. Slukas. Solid interception by Huff. Maybe not sensible from Greece, though. A bit loose with possession. Raniko is a popular figure here in Finland, as is this guy, Markkanen, with a right-hand hook.
Another great play by Markkanen.
Slukas out to Manzaris, he's free for 3, good. Just the response required.
See, it's those kind of shots that will just chip away at this Finnish lead. This is what Greece need to do. They don't need to completely turn the game over in one play. They just need to consistently keep chipping away.
They're shooting 60% from outside. Here's Salin. Antetokounmpo, very impressive up at the boards. Now by Raniko on Slukas. He felt the full force of that challenge. Up and Markkanen off. Gotti and Newtonen come on. Finland have got a strong bench. This is Manzaris. Just left a little shy. Raniko to Gotti. Now Murphy to Gotti. Shot clock into 3 and travelling called on Gotti.
Gotti surprisingly very limited minutes tonight. He's only played 5 minutes so far. Not been a big influence in this game.
Slukas, that's a good pass. Petru. And certainly, Greece's tendency to hit threes is starting to drop off. Raniko has it for the Susijengi, the Wolfpack of Finland. Salin twisting the pass out to Nuutinen, who drains another three.
Yeah, his first score of the night, and this is the problem that Finland cause you. You try and overload and chase out on one side with Salin, and he skips the ball to the far corner, and you're running an awful long way to hound a great shooter in Nuutinen in the corner. Just a two-pointer though.
Downgraded. Slukas. Oh, Cotti with the block. Joins the SWAT team.
Great defense, and it came off Slukas, so it'll be a finished ball. Perfect timing from Cotti. Keeps himself straight up, follows the ball, and makes sure that's all he's making contact with. Good rim protection by Tuukka Cotti.
Record crowd inside the Helsinki Arena tonight, over 12,300. And they are enjoying a fine finished performance so far. Job not done yet. Koponen into Murphy. Petteri Koponen has had a memorable night. And he picks up the right-hand floater. Back off the iron. Greece will come to the front court, looking to end this quarter strongly, giving themselves some hope heading into the final 10. Shot clock and quarter clock pretty much identical. So Slukas is not in a hurry. There he goes. Into Antetokounmpo, who puts it up off the glass. And goaltending was called, so the points will count for Greece.
That's a good move by Antetokounmpo. He knew his team needed a score, something on a high to lead, and it's a nice patient move as he ultimately goes under Cotti's arm and gets the basket.
So, end of the third quarter, and Finland are still looking strong. Greece 52, Finland 67.
Yeah, Greece much better towards the second half of that quarter. They had a little wobble where some ill discipline started coming into them, but they seemed to rally back and fight quite heavily towards the end of the quarter. Finland still in control of the game, and the back on Koponen, where he seems to be in a zone on both ends of the floor, is very difficult to stop, especially when he has a supporting cast around him, the likes of Markkanen. So Greece have a huge hill to climb in this final quarter, and they'll need to start that climb very early on if they're to come out with the win.
It's going to be a massive fourth quarter here from Greece. Finland are generally impressed in their last quarters in their earlier games in the tournament, and overtime as well when called on.
You set a record crowd here in the Helsinki Arena, and it's been an amazing atmosphere all week for every single Finnish game. It's just non-stop noise.
It certainly has. Tomorrow night it is the time of Iceland. It'll be a Nordic derby. It'll be, I'm sure, another packed out arena for that one. As Finland look to finish in the top two for Group A. Want to get the job done here first, though. Try and...
Yeah, good call by the official. Cotti, excessive with the screen, extending his arms, pushing Slukas away. He didn't need to do it, not too sure why he did. But it's the little mistakes that could let Greece back in. You'll see it here. Cotti lines his man up and then just extends his arm and pushes Slukas away, right in front of the official. Nothing subtle about that.
3 fouls for Cotti. Greece can't take advantage, though. It's a poor pass for Mentaris.
And these are the little details that Coach Missas was talking about in the post-game press conference yesterday.
Koponen into Nuutinen. Icon, what pass that is. Cotti was free, Antetokounmpo came across the block and committed the foul. And now he's in a little bit of foul trouble on 3.
It's a good foul by Antetokounmpo. He didn't really have an option. He was left with 2 guys, either marking in the corner or Cotti going to the basket. Sat in the middle and waited for them to make the decision, then had to come across and cause the foul. Right decision, send Cotti to the line, make him earn the points.
Always puts himself on the line for the team. Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Cotti and both from the free throw line. He's up to 4 points. Finland's lead up to 17 now. Here's Akravanis trying to shake off Cotti, puts up a bank shot, and that's the call from the officials. It's 4 fouls now for Tuukka Cotti. So 1 away from being fouled out of the game.
Seems to be taking a leaf out of Antetokounmpo's book. He's only been on the court 8 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 4 fouls. When you're on the court, make it count.
Particularly with Greece's record from the free throw line in this game. Stands at a shade over 50%. Harris makes the second shot. Carl Lindbom is going to come back in. A very warm party cheer from the Finland support, recognising his contribution in the first half.
Yeah, it was an impressive 8 minutes, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and a Markkanen-esque putback dunk.
Lindbom. The actual region, Raniko's bounce pass was a right idea. He saw the run from Koponen. Just a little over-enthusiastic with the pass.
A wry smile from Raniko. He knows that he was pushing it a little bit too far, but that's a team that's confident. And also together as a team, you know, no complaints from Koponen. He's willing to chase that down.
Slukas, here he comes. Goes back out to Mintzaris. Koponen was on him in a flash. Slukas cuts down the baseline, puts it up in it.
It's good play by Antetokounmpo as well. He eases Lindbom out the way to open the lane up for Slukas. This game is going exactly how Coach Detman would have wanted it, enabling him to rest the injured Koivisto and Wilson. Important for those guys not to take part tonight after picking up what looked like really serious injuries in their last game.
Here's Koponen. Now Salin. Into Markkanen. Shot clock down to 7. There's the foul called on Mantzaris. Second foul in. Kostas Papanikolaou comes back on court, facing Slukas. Salin. Coco. Shot clock down into its dregs, so we've lost it. The turnover. Not done much wrong tonight, Henrik Koponen, but that wasn't his finals.
No, he's had a strong night. And it's important that players like Koponen, who have such vast experience, not just onto the international level, but obviously playing at the highest European level with Barcelona, it's important that they step up and lead the way for some of the younger players in the Finnish roster.
Here's Nikos Papas. His options available, thinks about going it alone, back out to Akravanis. And now Papas to Mantzaris. Lindbom does well. Mantzaris still gets to the rack and puts it up and in off the glass.
That's a tough play by Mantzaris. Drove to the basket, and you see the tree of Markkanen coming across, but he manages to get it high enough.
Lindbom. Stuck out on the side and he just stepped into touch. Linbom's carrier roll, pretty short, he's out. Gerald Lee comes in. Gonzalez up against Markin, back out to the corner. Agravanis was lurking. What defence that was from half. Back to the top, Manzares. The offensive rebound is Papas's for the taking. Oh, that's quite a collision. He gets the score and one.
Yeah, Agravanis spins and his blindside is straight into the chest of Huff, but has the whereabouts to get it up off the glass.
This again, it was off Cope, and off Lee, in fact.
Yeah, straight off Lee's chest.
Well, Greece are fighting hard here. Agravanis adds this, which he does. It's a 9-point game, single-digit lead now for Finland, and Henrik Detman has called a timeout.
And this is what we were talking about. Greece didn't need to overturn a 15-point disadvantage or a 20-point deficit instantly. They didn't need to worry about doing amazing things or turning over in a minute. Just each basket chips away. Higher level intensity every time you play defense. A better shot selection every time you play offense, and it happens. And there you go, the stats show it. Finland at the moment haven't made a basket, haven't made a field goal in the final quarter, and Greece, their shot selection is the best of the game so far, 75%. And it's these little details that Coach Misas was so determined to get right. Now, from a Greek point of view, you're hoping it's not too late that they're starting to get them right. They've waited till very late in the game to start getting these things right, but they are now starting to get it right, and there's an 8-0 run that's put Finland under pressure.
Mark, I don't know if I can take another nerve-shredding, thrilling end after the last 3 nights. Finland certainly have grayed a few hairs this week.
Yeah, they absolutely have, and they've entertained the crowd. The Finnish crowd here have had 3 bouts of free basketball in overtime, a double overtime and a single overtime game already. I don't think you'd have too many complainers in the Finnish crowd if they had another one tonight. As long as they come out with a win at the end of it.
Of course, naturally. Well, both their wins have come in overtime. So far, 1 phase against France, 2 phases required against Poland. Half with the pass, Koponen driving forwards towards the lane. Lee thought he was fouled, but the decision has gone Greece's way.
Greece fortunate to get away with that one when Koponen broke through with the man advantage.
Gerald Lee now 1 foul away from being out of the game. It's Vangelis Manzares. Agravanis for 3. This would make it very interesting. And it's a 6-point game now. Dimitrios Agravanis, 100% from the field. Another player we talked about a lot at EuroBasket 2017, limited minutes, but he's turning up tonight. Lee, almost had the ball stolen from him. Now Sassu Sali, shot clock down to 4, long 2 attempted, tough shot, doesn't make it. Antetokounmpo helps out on the defense, and now here's Nikos Papas up to the rack. Oh, bounces it up off the glass, and it's a 4-point game.
How quick a game has changed.
Well, this is incredible, and credit to Greece.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's no coincidence they're playing smaller ball. So neither Papagiannis or Barousis or Printesis are on the court. They're a lot more mobile, they're a lot more quick to get up and down the floor. And I think that matches up better with Finland. Can Finland once again surge if they cannot be in the hands of this man, Koponen, no doubt.
Murphy onto Markkinen. Antetokounmpo's been key for them in this setup. This mobile-looking 5 on the court. Finland will try and turn the attention and try and get him fouled out of the game.
What a start to the final quarter, 13-2 run for Greece.
And Finland's at the first 2 points of this quarter as well. Here's Markkanen. Salin, shot clock down to 3. Salin shoots. That's an air ball.
Some nerves creeping into the Finnish players now as they feel their lead slipping away. Can the Greeks keep the momentum going though?
Here's Papas in control. Into Agravanis. Three-point shot here makes it a one-point game. Gonzalez goes into the lane and loses possession to Raniko, and that's the foul. It's an unsportsmanlike call. Does the pendulum swing again here?
Yeah, it does, and again the ill discipline within the Greek team has let them down once again. Manzaris does some hard work against Raniko. You have to just give him some respect. Raniko has just stripped the ball away, and what is Manzaris doing? He's nowhere near the ball. It's so obvious that the referee is going to call that as an unsportsmanlike foul. Enables Finland to stretch the lead back out again. Can Greece forget that happened, carry on with their momentum, or will that affect them?
Raniko then with a trip to the line. He's Mr. Dependable in the free throw line tonight. In fact, he hasn't missed a free throw all tournament. Yeah, that's 6 in a row tonight for Raniko. "36 years young." Murphy to Markkanen for 3. Dagger to the hearts of Greece. Suddenly a 6-point boost for Finland.
And that is how quickly a game can swing. Finland, a couple of plays, a couple of heads-up plays, and they're able to extend their lead back out to double digits. Just with a blink of an eye, the game has changed yet again.
Unsportsmanlike foul from Manzaris was punished seriously by Finland.
It's a 6-point swing from one mistake by a player.
They were 4 points behind. They had possession, lost it to Raniko, and then moments later, it's a double-digit lead for Finland again with less than half of the final quarter remaining.
Do Greece have it in them to come back into it? They have enough experience, they have enough talent.
Well, that's not going to help their cause. Salin, Tessakumpo with some breathless play to win the ball back, and now here's Papanikolaou, who draws the foul from Raniko.
The right decision by Papanikolaou. Go to the basket, cause the contact, go for a high scoring opportunity. Yeah, could have been called on either of the Finnish players. Raniko with the look of innocence, but that could have been called on either.
3 fouls for him. They do have Koponen, who's been on the bench for a few minutes now, to come back on, should they need him. Papanikolaou looking to improve Greece's free throw record in this game, which stands at below 60%.
I think you give it another minute or so and you'll see Koponen coming to the officials' table to come back on.
Where's the rebound going to fall? It's going to fall in the hands of Lauri Markkanen. An unsportsmanlike call on Markkanen.
It's a difficult call. I understand why the officials have called it. It's excessive swinging of the elbows. It is explicitly written in the rules. But it's kind of, what do I do? Do I just stand there and let them strip the ball off me, or do I try and rip it away? I can understand why the officials have called that as excessive swinging. He's put his elbows into the chest. Papanikolaou sold it very, very well as well. But it's an understandable call that the referee is going to make. But another lesson for Markkanen, another lesson learned in a young man's career.
Quick huddle from Finland while Papanikolaou will take the free throw amidst deafening noise here in the Helsinki arena.
A player like Papanikolaou, I think he's powered.
He thrives off this, doesn't he?
I think that recharges. Yeah, it recharges his batteries.
He really loves this role. Well, he does miss the last one.
When you've played for Olympiacos, you're used to those kind of atmospheres.
Here's Manzaris into the hands of the danger man, Nikos Papas. Gets all the way into the lane, up against Markkanen. Denied it came off Salin last. Or did it?
Looks like it's come off a Greek hand.
Let's go down. Koponen to Rannikko. One final push from Finland to get to Istanbul. Book their tickets tonight. Rannikko thinks about the three-point shot. Shot clock down to 5. Plays the pass into Murphy at the low post. Who puts it up and in off the glass, and it's a double-digit lead for Finland with less than 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, that's a good move by Murphy. Nice pass. Slukas left with no option, really. Sorry, Manzaris left with no option, but to let Murphy slide past into the basket.
Means so much to Finland. Greece have called timeout.
Still plenty of time left on the clock though, 3 minutes 59. It's only a 10-point lead for Finland, and how quickly we've seen those kind of leads change in the game. Statistic there obviously showing you how effective Finland are in the paint, but what it also tells you is how dominant and important the paint is to Greece, taking an awful lot more shots in the paint, trying to get the high percentage shots. And again, looking at the turnover picture, reasonably even. The only scare for there is on the finish side. In this quarter, they've turned the ball over 7 times in 6 minutes. That said, Koponen has been on the bench for a reasonable amount of that time. So the reintroduction of Koponen, I imagine, shortly will change that.
Looks as if Koponen's reintroduction is imminent. We'll see a few of the highlights, many of them from Lauri Markkanen once again tonight. A mere 15 points today, he's averaging 24.3, still got time to catch that up.
We've still probably got an overtime to come, so he'll be fine. Well, he'll get up to his average.
They're going up in overtime phases. I'd expect 3 tonight if we get there. Antetokounmpo into Papas. Greece looking to reduce the arrears quickly. Papanikolaou into Agravanis, who's fouled by Murphy.
Agravanis has absolutely done a shift tonight. He's only been a bit part player previously, but 17 minutes tonight, and it's been 17 minutes full of situations like that. Really heavy body contact, drawing defenders, playing post defense. He's going to wake up in the morning knowing that he's been in a basketball game.
Foul trouble for Murphy. Becomes the 3rd Finland player on 4 fouls.
And all of them front court players.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It's concerning. It's concerning. A couple of those guys foul out of the game if we do end up in overtime. That could cause some serious issues for Coach Detman.
Markkanen, he'll certainly be hoping he doesn't go that far. Now Salin to Murphy. Rannikko from downtown. Gonzalez. He's trying to get round his man. Markkanen doubling up on him. Papas, shot clock down to 7. Papas seems to run into trouble. It's out to Agravanis in the corner. Can't get it to go. And there's a shot clock violation there. There's no touch off the iron to reset the clock.
That's just high energy defense from Finland. They're chasing and chasing and chasing, even when they're switching, when there's overlaps, they're hounding out. And that's what this last 3 minutes is going to come down to.
Jack Cotti will come back in. And Murphy, who is in as much foul trouble, goes off, both on 4 fouls. Here is the aforementioned Cotti. Ranniker into Cotti. Not much space, but he did find Markkanen, who has it biffed out of his hands. Thanasis Antetokounmpo. He's done very well, I feel, defensively.
Yeah, he has. Finland did well there. They looked to run a screening action to get a mismatch for Markkanen. Antetokounmpo very heads up. He knew that was happening, so he held back down. Otherwise, it would have been an easy score for Markkanen in the low block.
3 seconds to use it here. Ranniker with the inbound. Salin for 3. He just rims out. Markkanen for once can't get to the rebound. Agravanis beats him to it. Sorry, bounce pass. Antetokounmpo with a rim rocker.
Two-handed hammer from Antetokounmpo. You leave him that open and it's only going to end one way, and that's on a highlight reel.
6 points to claw back here for Greece, and just over 2 minutes in which to do it. Ranniker, this could be big. 3 points.
That's absolutely huge. As much as we enjoy seeing the dunks from Antetokounmpo, unfortunately for him, a 3-point shot is worth more.
Now call.
More foul trouble for the Finnish front court. Markkanen picks up his 3rd.
Antetokounmpo will go to the line. Well, his strongest part of his game, though, is free throw shooting. As you can see there, shooting 33% today. Gets himself back on track with the first. This is the second, but Papanikolaou's there for the rebound. Now Antetokounmpo taking on Markkanen, and manages to find a way to get it to go.
Beautiful footwork by Antetokounmpo. Kept his pivot foot and just worked his way round to the opening. Came in front of him.
14 points now for Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Ranniker. Koponen. Markkanen, shot clock down to 3. Markkanen steps outside from the perimeter. The 3-point attempt misses. Oh, that's brilliantly recycled by Koponen. Salin to Ranniker. Switches. Markkanen dragged to the ground. And what are the officials going to call here?
It'll just be a straightforward unsportsmanlike foul unless there's any afters. I don't think there'll be any afters. Antetokounmpo knew what he was doing. There's a minute 10 to play. Cotti should just walk away. He's on 4 fouls. What's he want to do? At the moment, they have the advantage. They have the high ground with the officials. It's absolutely pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Antetokounmpo's made a fool of himself doing that play. Just leave it at that if you're a Greek player. If you're a Finnish player, sorry.
Papas didn't do himself any favours either, coming in and clotheslining Markkanen. 4 fouls now for Antetokounmpo.
See, that's the right thing. Antetokounmpo's just come over and said, look, I know it's a hard foul, and I know I hit you hard, and it probably wasn't right. He's checked he's all right. We get on with the game.
Yeah.
All the handbags, the afters, and the chat, it's just unnecessary. And the only thing that was ever going to do was get fouls called against Finland, and they're the team that don't want fouls called against. And the likes of Kotti doesn't need to pick up his 5th foul for having some verbals after an incident like that.
Greece have called a timeout. They have to face up to the prospect of free throws and then finish possession.
I think realistically it will come down to these two situations now. The fate of the game will come down to does Markkanen convert the shots at the line, and do Finland score from the extra possession as well. I think if that's the case, an extra 4 points, you're out to a double-digit lead again. 1 minute 9 to go. That's a very, very big ask for a team that isn't explosive offensively. They haven't performed brilliantly offensively.
Look up the top scorers again for Greece, and their experienced campaigners are the ones that are missing. Kalatis, Barousis, Printezis haven't really got the points that Greece have needed.
No, again, they've not really had anyone grab the game by its horns and take control for their team. There's no one in the Greek squad that's effectively saying, follow me, I'll lead us to the win. They're all trying to find their own way, and a fractured team, a splintered Greece at the moment, not pulling all in the same direction.
Incredible mention to Kostas Sloukas again, who's got 12 points and 4 assists. The all-action Antetokounmpo leading the way on 14 points overall. And actually, young Dimitrios Agravanis has had a good day.
Yeah, Agravanis, out of all of the Greek players, can be very proud with his performance.
There's one man you want to put the free throw line in this situation. It's Lauri Markkanen.
So that's the first of the nails in the coffin for the Greeks. Can Finland bang in another one by scoring on this extra possession from the unsportsmanlike foul from Antetokounmpo? They have the weapons on the court to do so.
Salin looks for Markkanen, blocked off by Antetokounmpo. The loose ball is swatted up by Raniko, and there's the foul from Antares, and there's more free throws coming.
A smart move by Deppen as well. He's taken Murphy out of the game, brought Huff in. Murphy on 4 fouls. Huff will provide the hustle they want, and he hasn't picked a foul up yet.
And ultimately, he's their leader, their captain. Only one on the court with the clutch moments. Well, there's your double-digit lead, Mark.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit too far for Greece to come back from. If they're going to do it, though, they need to put some pace behind it, and the speed that Mantzaris is bringing the ball up the court, it's like they're the ones with a double-digit lead.
Papanikolaou.
Coach Misas is frustrated on the bench.
Sloukas gets it out to the corner. Papas for 3. This is the shot, and Huff gets to the rebound. Then it breaks free, and a foul on Koponen by Papas. And it looks like Finland are home and dry.
Yeah, you'd say so. It'd take a Herculean effort from Greece to come back into this one. And looking at their body language on court, I think they realise they've come away with a loss again tonight. And their fate was always resting on tomorrow's game anyway.
Yeah.
But they would like to take some confidence in tomorrow's game. Whereas now they're coming back into that game off another loss.
3 back-to-back it'll be a straight shootout for 4th place with Poland. Whereas Greece would have been hoping to sneak into the top 3 in the group, I'm sure.
And on form, unlike on paper, you'd probably say Poland are actually near favourites now for that game.
It'll be a massive occasion, that's for sure. A party atmosphere in the stands. 30 seconds from the end. Antetokounmpo for 3 to reduce the arrears. He does so. It's a 9-point game with 25 seconds on the clock. Koponen out to Raniko. Oh, good pass. Huff here. Koponen comes darting in. Now Salin to Lauri Markkanen.
Smart move. Markkanen looks up at the shot clock, knows they just run it out. It doesn't even matter if they don't take a shot.
Rannikko to finish it in style, drains the three, and Finland have qualified for the final phase of EuroBasket 2017.
What a great way to finish the game off. Rannikko dropping the three, takes it out to the 12-point win, and Finnish eyes are now fully on Istanbul, and fully deserved. They've still got obviously the last game tomorrow, but the Finnish players will now enjoy that game knowing that they're going to be on a flight to Turkey not too long time from now, and they get to go to the knockout phase.
Well, it was a close game. It didn't quite go down to the wire as the previous ones. Finland won't care a jot. They are through with a victory over the two-time champions Greece. Greece 77, Finland 89. Dominant performance at the boards, Mark. Finland with 12 offensive rebounds, 34 in total. They outsmarted Greece in the front court.
Yeah, absolutely. The front court was a poor performance tonight from the Greek front court. Antetokounmpo, the highlight though, 17 points. Agravanis has come in and done a great job as well, 9.6 rebounds. He should be very proud of his performance because he hasn't had the exposure so far. But on the Finnish side, you just have to look again. Koponen and Markkanen dominating things. 24 points for Koponen, 17 for Markkanen, 6 rebounds for Markkanen, 6 assists for Koponen. What a great night in Helsinki for Finnish basketball.
A record crowd witnessing a famous win for Finland on their home court. They travelled well at the previous international tournaments, whether it's EuroBasket or World Championships, and now the fanatical Finnish support can book their plane tickets to Istanbul to watch their team in the last 16. They are guaranteed a place there. They're also guaranteed a place in the top 3 in Group A, and it'll be France and Slovenia with them in Istanbul, and one of either Greece or Poland. Greece have to pick themselves up very quickly. It's 3 defeats on the trot for them, and they go into the game against Mike Taylor's Poland. Well, perhaps as slight favourites on paper, but as you said, Mark, they are out of form.
Yeah, absolutely. Greece will not be looking forward to the game tomorrow now. They haven't strung together another effective performance tonight, whereas you feel Poland have been unfortunate in some of their games. They've taken games to the wire, they've worked hard as a team, and for me, if I was a betting man, Poland might be the one I plump for. You know, historically you take Greece, they have the heritage, the history, they have the superstars from the higher leagues than Poland do. But Poland play as a team for 40 minutes and they don't stop.
Very, very interesting, and a massive final day in Group A at EuroBasket 2017. Yes, we know 3 of the teams that are going through. We don't know in which order yet, though. Will it be Slovenia or France that top the group? Will Finland come in second, or will they come in third? It could all be very important in the end when you match them up with Group B, who they'll be facing in the last 16. Yeah,
we tried doing the maths earlier and then quickly gave up because it just got all too complicated, especially looking at Group B. Group B is such a close group. Lithuania, Germany, Italy, Ukraine, Georgia or Israel. Any of those teams can go through on the final day, depending on the result tonight between Israel and Georgia. So it's very difficult to work out. That said, I don't even think the teams in Group A will look at that. They'll just want to qualify as high as they can. It gets the momentum and it gets them ready for what will be a very different atmosphere, particularly for the Finnish team. Their first game of EuroBasket 2017, not in front of 12,000 of their own fans.
Yeah, that will be a unique challenge for them. They've thoroughly enjoyed and played off the 6th man here at the Helsinki Arena all week. A lot of tight games, 2 overtime wins. Finally, they've won one in the conventional 4 quarters. The stars of the show, Petteri Koponen, 24 points, 6 assists as well. 6 rebounds for Lauri Markkanen to go with his 17-point tally tonight. Notable mentions for Lindbom and Huff and Gerald Lee as well. And job done for Finland. They're in the last 16 here at EuroBasket 2017. Greece 77, Finland 89 is how it finished.
Maria. Okej. Now, okej. Λοιπόν, να ξεκινήσουμε. τη ζημιά. Μας βάλαν σε μια επίθεση 6 πόντους.